Hi, everybody. Mari Mendoza here. Welcome to the new moon of May, the very end of May, as we're getting ready to step into the summer season and solstice. But this new moon is a powerful planetary energy. So I invite you, I'm so grateful that you're here. I invite you to step in fully and allow yourself this time. There's a lot to unpack here. This series is remembering your multidimensional self. And so I've been working with this for many, many years, doing energy work as a sound healer, crystal, shamanic, quantum healing. I've been navigating this for a very long time. And 3 decades and over is when I really had my awakening. It was a very profound and abrupt kind of push and shove into my next chapter in my life. And so, as some of you may know, some of you are new to this, but I invite you, because wherever you are now in this moment, it's perfect. So, as we all come together, I may have been doing this for many decades. You might have just stepped in. This is the moment now to remember. And so, it doesn't matter. Yes, I have done a lot of work to uncover and open and be able to tap in, and that was divine perfection in that moment. And you also must know that you are also in divine perfection in the moment, because this energy now is coming in. It is streaming in daily almost. We are receiving a lot of codes, as I've talked about. And just a side note, if you find this somehow on YouTube or come across this, go to my website, marimendoza.com, Mari Mendoza Healing Arts, and you'll receive a lot more information there. I have videos, I have meditations, I have a whole library of meditations, and offer many different types of sessions to support you. So just know that this moment now is perfect, and wherever you are, there it is divine perfection. So I'm an artist as well, and when I first stepped into this path, I had lots of vision. I was a very visionary type of person. I had immediately had a lot of dreams, and I started getting messages. So I've gone in and out of doing my artwork at different times. In the beginning, I couldn't express myself. I wasn't connected to my body, which led me to really tap into and practice the shamanic healing, because I really actually wanted to just fly around the universe and just check out and not be part of this. But I was told, nope, you have to heal, you have to be in your body and heal all of the different distortions, so to speak, your belief systems and the things that, all of those belief systems we carry when we step in and we start waking up. Beliefs about self-worth, or worthiness, or abundance, or lack of it, or, belonging or not. All of that came forward through a shamanic path, and then through a quantum cosmic path where I created Cosmic Wisdom Sacred Earth, a sacred deck. It's a healing portal deck with my artwork. But let me just backtrack, okay? So in the beginning, I started to journey, and I was meeting various different shamans and medicine people, and they were guiding us and teaching us how to travel through dimensions. And I already did that. I just didn't know that consciously. I did it in my dreams. But when I started to consciously tune into it, a whole different world opened up for me. There is an expression: you are not your body. You are not this physical being. You might think you are, but as you awaken, you begin to realize there's something else. I mean, where do you go when you dream, right? You travel through many dimensions. Now we're in an energy where you can go on a computer and tune into many different websites or realities, right? So this moment is all about creativity and bringing it all together, weaving everything together to create from the highest mindset, mastery mindset, high heart, high mind. Sami Sonko, Sami Umai, they say in the Pachakuti tradition, we shift from the lower thinking, lower mind, and the wounded heart into high mind and radiant heart. And so, this moment of bringing this all together to connect through the many realms. Over much training, I have connected the earth with the heavens, and that is called the Rainbow Bridge, where we move from our physical through our bodies and are able to access different dimensions. So let me just tune in. I want you to just tune into this artwork here next to me. So this is lately I've been receiving tremendous amount of information, and many people have this. I'm beginning to see more and more symbols. And recently I shifted in my art, doing collage and drawing so that I could narrate a story that was coming through, the messages that were coming through. And so lately, these art pieces are coming through that express the cosmic codes, the frequencies, the energies. So that when you look at these drawings, you can actually tune in and breathe. We're opening to our omni self, our multidimensional self. And so this is to be able to hold that in divine presence and really hold your center when you're traveling is really the key. So this image was came through when I was in Uluru last October, in 2024. So just know whenever you see this, whether it's now or 5 years from now, that it's the now moment. And so we're tapping into these frequencies to expand this consciousness. So in this image, Uluru is the sacred, or they say Uluru, the proper way to say it. It is the sacred heart, the center of Australia. And there's a tremendous amount of energy around it. It's sacred land to the Aboriginal elders and the people who are in the dreaming, those beings who are tapping into that multidimensionality. So traveling there to be there was really a life mission. It was called years before in a vision, and an Aboriginal elder came forward and was speaking to me. And I knew when this trip came up, immediately I saw it. And of course, as with some pilgrimages, when you step in, you start immediately, whether it's 6 months before or 10 days. But spirit starts preparing us. So I started to be prepared, and of course fear came up. What am I doing? Why am I doing this? Oh my gosh, am I going to be able to do this? And I knew, the soul knowing, not the brain, because the brain will tell you all kinds of things, but that's the small mind or the ego. But the soul knowing said, you must go. You're going to receive what you need. And I needed to pay the last payment, and I opened a folder that I had and was feeling in there. And somehow I had money stashed away from God knows when, some other prior time or the future, who knows, enough to pay for the remainder of that deposit for the trip. So we're being led and supported all the way. So we just have to trust. So when I got to Australia, it was the other exact full moon energy of an eclipse. And at that moment, a huge comet was coming through. So those are cosmic frequencies. Think about a comet that moves through our atmosphere. It moves through with incredible cosmic light. And imagine the tail. Imagine as that energy is coming through, it is dispersing like a tail, all of the cosmic energies that it has been gathering as it has been traveling through the cosmos. So it was dispersed into the field. But also in this moment, we were there with a group opening a huge ancient portal, a stargate that had been closed for eons of time. It was an ancient Palladian Seven Sisters stargate that had been shut down for a certain amount of time until the time was ready on the planet to reawaken and open that. Now, many people are doing this around the world and going to sacred sites to activate. You have within you these codes to go where you're drawn to help and assist that. So in this moment, as we were preparing, I was tuning into Uluru, and a great blast of light came out from it, which is the beginning of this image. And the portal opened and the rainbow serpent came forward. Now, if you know something about the Aboriginal teachings, the rainbow serpent is central, really central to their teachings. It came forward to bring the energy and to bring forward the codes to activate the DNA, to activate new energy. And while we were there, to really anchor in the new footprints of the new earth. So this was an elevation, an opening, an activation. This portal opened and brought forward codes. And so when I was working on this energy and the Seven Sisters, the ancient Palladian, this is a very, very ancient connection that I had. And when I remembered, I was able to open into it and really journey and travel through tremendous remembering. It was, I'm still unpacking it actually, because when you go through some of these things, to go back and revisit and step in, as you go through layers, you might go into a deeper layer. So in the original way back, when I was first learning about the shamanic traditions, many of the shamans talked about moving through dimensions. And at that moment, I really didn't know what they were talking about. I then started having experiences that helped me to realize that this reality is not solid, that this is not, the stone is not stone. This solid body is a flimsy veil. It is actually a movie. We are in a movie of our own creation and what will serve our highest development and growth, right? So, but we can change at any time. So that's what's important about this new moon. We can change, we can call in, reclaim, we can tap into and open in this new moon, for especially because of the planetary energies, we can choose what's next. We tune in the moment to the wisdom we have lived, and then we open to the future that is calling. Take that in. So what is calling you? You are the author of your story. And so as we explore and travel through, and when you connect to many people who have experiences, the reason for all of the teaching and the people who share is so that you can be activated to remember yourself. But sometimes you need that guidance. Sometimes you need somebody walking ahead that is showing you and directing the way. This is how you go through these things. So when I was in Bolivia, in Tiahuanaco, that was one of my very first Stargate experiences. I was doing a lot of shamanic journeying. I traveled there and tuned into a huge Stargate, which I could not get into, by the way, because I was not ready. But I was told by the guardians in the right timing you can, but I tuned in there. So when I was in Peru that first time, we had a number of experiences that helped us to open to multidimensional aspects of ourself. And so we were in this beautiful, beautiful, it was an ancient ancestor area where there was a lake, and we did a series of meditations, and we were instructed to go and find a stone and to commune with that stone. And so as I was moving around, and a huge stone, ginormous stone, and it had sort of an indent in it. It was taller than me, so the size of that stone, but it called to me. And so I went over to it and I tuned into the presence of that elder that was there, as I was being taught that, to open to what this one would speak to me. And I was instructed to put my hands on the stone and then put my forehead inside the indentation and to just tune in there. And in that moment, as I did that and I closed my eyes and I opened, I fell into the rock. I fell in and I traveled through a dimension it's hard to describe. But I see a lot, so I had the visions. And that's why I'm doing the art now, because I saw myself falling through, and the colors were incredible. This was a beautiful, vibrant, almost a lime green, emerald green. We went back and forth. And this stone, this being, told me that I had entered a healing sanctuary, that this was available for healing. And so I opened to receive all the healing I needed in my body through my whole entire being. But as I was falling into this, I was held as well. So it's hard to speak about these things when we're talking about other realms, because our brain, the mind, the ego is so used to this physicality. And yet, as we open to our multidimensional self, we begin to explore other realms. And it's important not to cling to the physicality. So I let myself, and prior to that, by the way, just a side note, when I moved out of my body consciously, the first couple of times I shot right out and out into the atmosphere, and I could see the earth below me. It scared me so much that fear dropped me back into my body in an instant. So I had to practice to release the fear of opening to other dimensions and to feel safe in my body to be able to travel like that. So over many eons of time, I'm traveling and learning how to be here, but also navigate through all these other realms. So as I'm falling through this rock and receiving the healing, it was the most incredible experience. And I really don't know how long I was there. It felt like 10 minutes, but I think it was long over an hour where I was there. And I received much more than I was consciously aware of. But when I came back, the profound shift in my whole entire being, my face looked different. I had entered into a whole different reality for myself. For the first time, instead of reading it in a book, I really got to experience what it's like to step into another reality. And obviously, at that moment, I was ready. Now, people do this through psychedelics. They, in the past, before it was popular to do plant medicine, people were tripping, and they would go and do LSD or some kind of psychedelic, and they would trip, and they would go through many realms, and sometimes have bad trips and come back in a really distorted way. The ancient people have always known how to do this, but with some protocol. When you are requiring healing, sometimes you will be stopped from doing something, or the shaman will say, now is not the time. You have to go and clear some more before you're ready to do this journey. Sometimes you're ready and you dive in. And, I have always done all of my journey without any kind of plant medicine. That was simply my, um, for me, what was important. I got sober many, many, many years ago and was told that the requirement for me was to do this completely drug free, that I could tap into my consciousness and activate the DMT in my brain, that I already had that ability to fly through realms without any assistance. Now, some people need it and the guidance of a shaman. Make sure if you're doing that out there, that you have somebody who's really able to hold your space for you, um, where it's not just let's get together and do some plant medicine and see what happens, because um, that's not a really safe way to do it. Always the intention to go and travel with the highest and be around the highest crystalline shamans of light who have been doing this for a very long time. Because there's a lot out there that is grabbing our attention. But just know you can do this without um, any assistance from psychedelics. That's a helpful tool, but once you open, you can learn how to navigate with intention through those realms. So, I never know what spirit's going to bring through, what they want me to talk about, and so I have a little bit of a board in the background with reminders of what I wanted to speak about, but the stream comes through. I prepared already this morning early. Um, so the frequencies and the codes coming in, these energies that are coming in now, whether it's from a solar flare, or whether you go to an activation, as this was in Uluru, you are receiving an opening, and you might consciously know, you might have it in dreams, it might come through, and might need to journal. You might feel it in your body. You might have an activation that really triggers up old stuff. So let's talk about that for a moment. As we are being bombarded, literally, as there is cosmic frequencies coming in continually all the time, if you get triggered and this energy comes in, everyone has different symptoms. Sometimes you might not feel well for a day. You might feel mentally a little bit challenged or feel anxious. You might have anxiety. Our culture wants to um, fix that and to put a medication on it or a label. But just know in this moment, there is so much happening that you may not actually know. But when you get triggered, if you have body symptoms, if you are exhausted and feel tired, with intention, move into a place where you allow yourself to rest, feed yourself well, nourish yourself, because this year has been continual activations, and it overwhelms people. But if you move through this with intention and really allow yourself to receive, to rest, to play, to be in the flow, we're being activated to move out of a linear time construct and into a flow state. And that's what this creativity is, this creative energy. All of these codes are activating all of your genius. It's activating within you all of the energies, all of the um, things that you came here to express is deep within your DNA. So that's why this image of the DNA and the new codes activating and opening into divine presence, that's what that Taurus point, the lotus with the Taurus, is activating your 0 point, your center point, your Taurus field, and opening into the highest consciousness, that lotus of the divine crown, the thousand petaled lotus, to open into your higher multidimensionality so you can access and download. And maybe you get a download now, and 2 years from now, you'll understand it. you know, that's the way it works. I had this drawing that came through during a shamanic journey with Don Oscar years ago. An Aboriginal elder came and was talking to me, and the jaguar was showing me the footprints. And I didn't know. I drew it and recorded that. And then years later, this trip came forward, and this is all emerging now. So the activation is continual. So when you're around somebody who has been activated, you also are activated. And maybe someone comes around you and you have some code they need. And so no one is more important or less important. We are all in this divine creative moment where we're creativity, creation, the incredible expansion. Okay. So, wow. There's so much to continue to unfold and unpack. And as you allow yourself in this moment to tap into this new moon and really, really go in, I offer you these frequencies. So in this image is the Palladian. This is an incredible energy, a star system. There is also the Southern Cross. These things were in the sky at that moment. So our planet, our beautiful planet, is very unique in that it allows, through all these different portals of the constellations, energies to come through. And ancient people have built temples around the world to, at certain times like solstice and equinox, in alignment with those energies, to allow in these cosmic frequencies and to expand into other realms, other gateways and portals through the cosmos, so that and then put it into their temples and into the sacred sites, so that when we came upon this moment right now, and we came through this spiral of time into this now moment, those points would meet. So all that had come through all the different levels, those points would meet. So look at the infinity symbols, this energy converging into the moment right now of the infinite, eternal now. And so the 3 is creation, this moment of calling all of this into this now moment, so that we can expand into this next level, so we can open through this portal. Everything's lining up for this. Okay, so trust yourself, breathe, allow yourself to receive. This is the big thing, the distraction out in the world, to clear that, to allow yourself. So we're going to do a little bit of that now, to move into this moment, to release. But I just want to add this one more thing. So if you've seen some of the other videos, when I came back from Sedona, the dragon energy came through. And as you know, or you might not know, you will now, I hold a lot of crystalline energy from Lemuria, from other lifetimes. I'm a crystalline master. I'm opening to the energies of this. I received this one in Sedona last year. It's a beautiful pink Lemurian. And if you look closely, there are striations. Those striations are codes. Those are remembering and information, so that when we are able and when we tune into the right moment, we open up those fields to bring in that information. So breathe. I know that's a lot, but when you breathe it in and allow yourself, you will remember in the perfect timing. It'll spark something within you. And so there was a time, and we're bringing that into the now, to remember these Lemurian lifetimes where these codes are activating. And I don't know if you can see the striations, but those, when you When you run your finger across that, it's like a computer. So breathe into that. Open to remember. Let's come into remembering. And the dragon energy, these are the watchers that have been watching over, and I'm tuning in everywhere, and everybody's talking about dragons. Now is the moment to open to these ancient gatekeepers and beings who are witnessing, holding, and protectors of this now moment, who are coming in to help and assist, and they are part of the creation energy. So as all of this information, all of the codes, everything I'm talking about, if this feels overwhelming to you, take a breath. Open to allow, instead of shutting down, instead of, nope, that's too much for me. Breathe into it. Allow yourself to open to the joy of this moment, that there is so much available for us to tap into that will remind us and open our DNA, to remind us and help us remember who we actually are. So let's take a moment now. I want you to bring your hand to your heart, and let's move into a little bit of a meditation. It's more than that, it's a transmission. And so I invite you to close your eyes. There's nothing really to see. Look one more time at that image. Really look at that image, and then let yourself close your eyes. And as you close your eyes, bring your attention within. Breathe in, taking in a breath. As you breathe, breathe and bring your attention up into the mind side, down into the heart, down into the belly. And in this moment, just step right into your center. Bring yourself all here now. And as you breathe in, breathe into this moment. Sigh. When you sigh, it's a surrender. It's a let go of everything else right now. Put away everything else. And breathing in. As you breathe, sigh. Just open to allow all of that information, energy, everything that came in, to just help you to relax. And imagine that you're expanding. Take in a breath. And as you breathe, open. Imagine that you expand your field and open up a little bit beyond your physicality, as if you're stretching out into the bubble around you. Take a breath. As you breathe, consciously imagine that you expand and open beyond your physical body, and you open into a bubble of light. And allow, as you expand, as you let yourself breathe and stretch out, it's almost like, when you wake up and then you stretch and it feels yummy. Breathe in and expand, open. And imagine now that you reach up and out, and you reach out to the sides, and you reach below you, and you reach behind you. And as you allow this, one more time, breathing in. Breathing in through your core, and imagine that beautiful torus field. Now expand out, and around this beautiful energy of yours, this beautiful, beautiful cocoon of light comes around. And this is a golden crystalline cocoon of light. And this energy, as you allow yourself to stretch out, we are meant to travel and open. But we have this central core that allows us to be in the physical. But breathe in. Know you are safe, and allow now. So this beautiful cocoon around us, just allow yourself to stretch into that and stretch up and to the sides and in front of you, behind you and below you. And see now, as we call the guardians in, the energy of the Stargate and the energy of all who help and assist us, your team, They come in and they step in and create a beautiful bubble of light around us. So call in your specific healing team, your guides of the Most High. Call these in, and you might see a color, you might see or feel, you might know. There's no right or wrong way, but tune in and allow yourself. This is the most exquisite, beautiful moment for expansion and creativity. And so, as you allow yourself to open and expand here, now imagine, allow this beautiful energy as the guides step in. We are on this beautiful energy of a new moon, and this is a creation moment. And as we open into this, we allow ourselves to stabilize first, to expand and stabilize in this beautiful cocoon of light. And now allow that before us opens a door. And it's almost like a platform that rises to a beautiful infinite stream, like a beautiful, beautiful column of rainbow light. There are a few stairs, just allow, because always when we ascend, when we move up, we are moving into a higher. And so allow yourself, imagine, or just simply pretend or visualize beautiful stairs. You climb a few stairs and you come to the platform where this incredible, infinite rainbow bridge of light is. And this is almost like an elevator, but allow. This comes through this exquisite gateway, this pathway, this gateway into the cosmos. As we step in, allow yourself to step into this rainbow bridge, this column of light. And as you do, open to allow yourself to align with the frequencies in the moment. Beautiful energies. You might see things, you might hear tones, you might feel in your body. But this is, in this moment, this is a recalibration. So there are beautiful frequencies, violet light, breathe in. Allow yourself to clean and clear, drop anything that bothers you, any fears, any densities, breathe in. And feel this energy flowing through to cleanse and purify everything you might have absorbed, old information, other people's stuff, chaos, news, ancestors, anything that's surfacing. Deep breath. Allow yourself to just drop it clean. Open to allow yourself to receive, to be recalibrated for this moment, to clean up your field. Breathe in. And as you breathe and allow this, the guardians come in, and these are the ancient Pleiadian. They are guardians of this beautiful stargate. And when we opened this stargate, it was a frequency and an energy that went out across the planet, and deep in the stargate, that deep within Uluru, was the most extraordinary crystal, a beautiful sentient crystal, a guardian being. And when this was activated, it opened. Take a breath. So open and allow yourself to receive. And as you do, this beautiful portal of light above, we are being asked to step into this crystal, or you may just see it as simply a stream of light. Step in and allow now. Begin to lift, lift, lift. And as you lift, you're lifting up, up, up. This energy is balancing and aligning you. And as it lifts you up, it allows you to go up, 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 up. And almost as if you're rising through a cosmic eye. Breathe up. You're being guided to go to a whole nother level. And when you lift up through, it's like the elevator bringing us up. When it opens up into this great expansive field, here is the infinity field of creation. Breathe in. What in this moment, as you open to the expansiveness of your limitless self, this cosmic void, what will you bring forward in this creation now? Just be in this silence for a moment. Allow yourself to feel the infinite silence. This is the creation field. From deep within you, what is it that you would like to create now? Place the intention. What is the future that is calling you? See there before you a few doorways. Which door calls the loudest? There are many, many options you can choose. But notice the things that you would like to create and feel the energy of that. And notice these different doorways. One might be health, one might be your mission in the world, one might be partnership or abundance, or a dream that you have that you're wanting to call forward. Notice these doors before you. Which one calls to you? Know that you are ready. Allow yourself to climb to a new level and open that door. You are ready. Can you claim it? Yes, I am remembering. I am ready. Open that door. Connect into the energy that's coming in. Open to receive. Claim it. Feel it. See it. In this moment, vision it. Allow it. In this moment to come into this beautiful field of creation and see yourself living that divine abundance, health, vitality, connection, community. See it in every area. See, imagine, allow. This is what we call spherical abundance. Breathe in. Open to allow yourself to call in all that you need, all of the assistance, the guidance. Breathe it in. Receive it. Open to the joy of creation. Imagine that your whole body is smiling. Imagine that your cells are smiling, that all the different aspects of you are opening to this unlimited, limitless self. And see the limitless self, your super consciousness, your highest. See that. your avatar self, even. See that one and step into that one fully. Take a breath. Connect fully into the center of that and embody it. Bring it through your being. Receive, breathe. Activate every part of your limitless self in this absolute, tremendously expansive moment. Breathe in again. Receive, feel, smile. All of you is celebrating in this moment. This is a grand celebration. I am remembering myself. Drink it in. Feel this energy weaving through, weaving. You are omnidirectional, omnipresence. You are omni. Breathe that in. To fully consciously connect into this energy. Consciously. And then bring this energy into your body. To bring this frequency in. To allow yourself to integrate this. Taking one more moment. Your intention. It may be just as simple, yes, yes, show me more. Show me my infinite joyful self. Show me. How can I connect even deeper to my limitless self? Show me, guide me. Open to the flow. I am remembering. I am calling all of the pieces to myself of my divine mastery. I'm calling all of this into this now moment and activating, allowing the activation of my cosmic self so that I can anchor this in as a cosmic human. Breathe in. Breathe. Receive and receive a little bit more as you breathe and receive. And from this great expansion, as you breathe, allow this to begin to weave, and as if you are pulling this in and these vast realms, breathe it in. Breathe. And as you breathe, begin to pull this energy in for you around this central column, as if you are knowing yourself as that central being. And bring it all into the center, the alignment through yourself, your divine connection to your superconscious or your infinite self. Breathe in. And now we slowly begin to wrap it up as we're slowly gathering ourselves now. And beginning, we ask for this energy to begin to bring us down. There actually is no up or down, but as if we are shifting from this very expanded, breathe in, bring yourself centered into the center of the torus field, and then bring this energy. And slowly we are being shifted. We want to do this slowly, going from expansion and bringing it in. Breathe in as if you are breathing yourself into this now moment, allowing all that expansiveness to come into a central column. And then through this rainbow bridge, we slowly, slowly make our way slowly down, slowly, slowly, and feel the heat, feel the energies. Just allow, breathe in if you must. If you feel like it's too much, breathe and allow the energy to weave through and flow. Just allow. And as you slowly, slowly are being shifted and moved from this very expansive state, slowly imagine now this beautiful rainbow bridge like an elevator of light. And you begin to move through the realms. It's almost like being on a star bridge, and then we go to another level as if you're in a spaceship. But imagine this as if you go to a level and you stay there for a moment in the elevator. Take a breath. And now allow yourself to go to another level. It brings you more and more. And slowly, slowly begin to really feel more your physical body. Slowly beginning to feel the energy of physicality. Take a breath. And as you slowly begin to move back, back, back into your physical, breathe in. And as you're coming back into this physical being, once again, you are in this cocoon of light, and it's very comfortable. Breathe in and feel yourself acclimating here in this beautiful cocoon of light where we began. Breathing in, allowing yourself. It's almost like it's allowing yourself to land and tap into this timeline, this exact moment, into your divine presence. Breathing. And as you slowly, slowly bring yourself back in, feel yourself breathe in and feel this energy flowing down through your body. And just one more moment through the crown, one more flood of light. Breathe in, open to receive this light, and it flows, calibrating, balancing through the brain, activating, balancing through the brain stem, the bones of the body, your spinal cord, your whole entire skeleton. Breathe in and feel this flood of light just flowing in. Allow it to flow through the head, down through the whole entire spine, whole nervous system, all organs, everything, as if you're sitting under a beautiful, beautiful shower of light that's spiraling through and recalibrating. Breathe and allow this recalibration into the hips. We calibrate through the occipital and the hips, the cranial sacral. Breathe in through the hips, down the legs, and in down through the feet and into the earth. Again, breathe in. Bring yourself fully into this now moment, the body, and feel this beautiful cocoon around you. It's really important to allow yourself to take a moment, to really take a moment to adjust. Now let's take one more breath. And you may simply open your eyes. I want you to gaze once more at that image. Breathe it in. All of the frequencies. Notice what you notice about this transmission, the image before you. Notice what stands out for you. Excellent. And slowly now bringing yourself back into your physical body. Hands on your heart. And you might wiggle your fingers and toes. Breathe in and bring yourself fully back here now. And slowly, as I want you to open your eyes, breathing in. Breathe. Breathing in. Feel that expansiveness, but also the energy running through your body. Now, you might need to go take a nap to integrate some more. Great. You might need to go out and be in nature. I'm going to go directly into studio. I was told many, many years ago, grandmother Ronna Herman, she worked with Archangel Michael and Tiburon. She said, when you receive a transmission, an image, a thought, write it down. In my case, I had to draw it. And so that's where many of my drawings come from, is the light that I receive, the images I receive. I immediately translate that onto paper. And even if it's just a sketch, I hold that frequency through that image. So the other worlds, until you really, really get adept at remembering, write it down so that in this physical reality, you can record. I would never have been able to remember the images if I didn't do it. But when I go back into my sketchbook and see them, it brings me right back into that energy. So all art, sound, music, creation, all of it is inspiration from the highest realms through you. How are you doing on this new moon? And know that this is a quantum moment. So this is any time. You can come back into this and redo this anytime and access this frequency. This is timeless. We are in a limitless, timeless moment. And when we access the beauty, I can go back to Australia in a moment of time and travel and connect to that stargate. And I am there. And I am in those frequencies and energies. So what will you create? What door is opening? As we move closer to the summer solstice, that's a grand celebration as well. It is the peak moment of light in the northern hemisphere, the summer solstice. In Peru, it's a time for celebration. Many cultures, it's a time to celebrate the energy. And so as we're moving through this creation moment, call forward all of your guides, all of the energy that is seeking to land consciously through you to create something new. I'm so grateful for this moment. I can feel all the bubbles of excitement. And those of you that stepped in, those of you that will be stepping in, we're all in this moment. Yes, 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 yes. Really allow yourself. Yes, yes opens all the doorways to the cosmos. Yes, you can handle this. Yes, it is your time. It is your time. Be in joy. And when you have moments where you are shifting out of something old. Do it, breathe, release it. You can release it quickly now. Call in the violet flame, release it, step into this now moment. Maybe you have to practice, come back into this and expand into the joy of this energy. Practice. The more that you do this, the more you anchor in this new reality that we are all creating. We are creating the new earth as we go, and more as we tap into it. That holographic field is being, all the beings around us in this experience who are conscious of this are depositing their beautiful light and frequencies to stabilize. It's like we're building a crystalline network of light, a template of new earth, literally. And so access that in moments of indecision. Access that. Help me, guide me, open the door, show me what is the next thing. Be in the flow. And really try not to judge yourself. This is quite a moment, and you have it within you to unlock all of the codes that will lead you to your highest destiny. And along the way, enjoy the ride. Along the way, bless that you have come this far and that we've come so far in our shifting that everything around us is unfolding with tremendous joy. And choose the movie, because are you in the movie you choose? What story are you telling yourself? That's really important. You may notice other stories around you. Tune into that. Do you want to tap into that energy? No. Tap into your story, your creation, what your future is. Who are you becoming? Who are you becoming? I am so deeply grateful for your presence here. Let's do this together. Each month as we do this, new things unfold. Go to my website and see what's happening there. I'll be uploading more art. If you are needing or requiring assistance or you want some support, I do remote sessions that are very, very powerful. So text me or email me. Let's connect and see how we can weave this and do this together. And if you're in my local vicinity, come and see me in person. I love you all. I am so deeply grateful in this moment for this journey, and deep love and gratitude out to all of the elders and all those who are in spirit now, who are surrounding us like beautiful golden condor wings. Many, many layers of legions and legions of light are surrounding us, supporting us in this moment. So take a breath. Let's send love and gratitude out to all. Great joy in this moment. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It is finished in beauty. Beauty before us, beauty behind, beauty to the left, beauty to the right, beauty above, beauty below, beauty all around, beauty within. I honor the light within you. It is finished in beauty and sealed with love.